Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have more solo RPG goodness. This time we're talking Zlight. So Zlight is a solo zombie survival game brought to you by Stephen Hart. And what I have in front of me is the rulebook, the original game cards that go with the game, and this is the game mat that you use while playing the game. So we're going to look at each of these individually. So let's move these two to the side. Let's start off with the rulebook. So we have Zlight, solo zombie survival game. And we have by Stephen Hart. In the back it says, you are a survivor of a global zombie apocalypse, which kind of sucks. Not that the surviving bit, but that's good, but the end of the world part. You've lost a lot of people and the life you had is gone forever. And if you are honest with yourself, you are not the person you were before. But the good thing is you don't have any time for psychoanalysis or self-pity, as frankly, you are too busy trying to stay alive. Maybe in the future, when humanity has had a chance to rebuild itself, you can get some therapy and discuss the choices you made and things you've done. But right now, the sun is coming up over an undead world, and you better get your gear and get looking for some food. After all, you ate the last of the dog food yesterday. It's a self-contained game book. All you need are the rules, a pack of cards, a few D6 dice, a pencil, and eraser. From any award-winning author. For more information, go to thegrinningfrog.com. Again, so let's crack this open. So right here off the bat, we have the credits, author notes, game conventions, PDF links. Then we have introduction to contents. You have the overview, the playing of the game, the combat, loud rule, locations, people, keywords, equipment cards, location cards, opponent cards, people cards, frequently asked questions, optional rules, and character sheets. So right off the bat, to play this game, you don't necessarily need the cards. The game mat is important. So before we go into the game, I'm going to show you the game mat real quick also. So we're going to get into the rule book in a second. So this is the game mat that you're going to play. So you're going to have here generated card 1, generated card 2, generated card 3. Up top it says noise generated cards. Keep any spade cards and deal with them next. Replace all other card types in the main deck here. If you only get day card items after resolving generated cards, if any, that's your day card. Your main deck, your discard pile, game sequence, draw the day card from the main deck. Resolve the card, most likely actions being spade, which is keep, heart is an encounter, a diamond is an explorer, and your spade means to fight. Reshuffle, discard as appropriate, heal, eat, advance day counter, turn ends, start over. If you have to put down 4 cards or more, then you should line the extras up beneath the above, start on top of this notice. Resolve cards in order left to right. Location generated cards, spade cards, fight as required. If using loud items to deal with the creatures, resolve those extra cards generated by the loud item before dealing with the next location card. See noise notes above. Club cards, gain the item and see the location card for any extras gained. Hearts, deal with them as required. Diamonds, ignore these cards. You can't encounter a location within a location. Right. Day card afterwards. Spade card, shuffle it back into the main deck. A spade, a diamond, or a heart, you discard it. Key rule, specific beats general. When a card instruction contradicts a general rule, even on this play mat, use the card details. And there you go. So that's your mat. So let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the rules. So as we're rolling along here, we talked about that they have here, you need game overview, game end, alternate ending. Let's see how the game ends. The game is over if you die, and that counts as losing. Not a surprise that one really is it. To win, you must survive for 28 days at each time the force of law and order arrive to save you. Alternate ending, making easier or harder. Solo journaling. Playing the game, setup, game turn sequence in detail, steps 1 and 2, step 3. So you're going to take the top card, day card afterwards, healing, eating. Step 6, advance the day counter, turn ends. Key rules, game turn sequence, which we talked about. Stat lines are explained. Zombies have 1 wound, 4 defense, 1 attack dice. You need to hit you, they need a 5+. Name, wounds, defense, attack dice to hit. And the card would look like that. Stats are listed per creature. Again, combat, overview, attack dice, ranged weapons, moving single target weapons, initiative, combat sequence, facing multiple fight cards, combat options. So loud rule. So if you're using any type of weapon that creates noise, you have to draw more cards. You have to draw additional 2 cards. So there you go. Original combat card gives examples. All cards very loud. Very loud says action weapons are rare but operate in the same way except you draw 4 cards instead of 2. And that could be things like dynamite. Locations. Hospital tells you everything you need. Pass by and to briefly explore. You make the choice. So special, gain 3 plus 1d6 medical kits. Again, more rules about that. Key advice. Then people that you may run into. Overview. You have traders. You have Lulu the dog. You have companions. Different people who could possibly join your group. And your keywords that you'll see throughout. So these are definitions of keywords that are throughout the rulebook. Then you have the different equipment. Now again, I'm going to show you the card. So again, it gives you, so you don't need the deck of card. The deck of card actually just makes it a lot easier. So this way you can use your regular playing deck, 52 card deck. You can use that. And then if you pull a 7 of clubs, this is what is on the card. So again, you could just photocopy this and make color copies of this and just use those as the cards if you want. You don't have to have the Zlight backing on it. You could do it any way you want once you purchase the book. All right. So again, those are clubs. Here we go with your diamonds. These are your locations. Your location are diamond cards. You have a pharmacy, a barn, abandoned motorhome, campsite. Again, I'm going to show you all these when we get to the cards. And supermarket, quick reminders, police station. Again, your spades are your opponents. You're going to, a pair of rabbits you're going to fight. Zombies, deer, an enraged bull, zombies. Trio of hungry dogs, zombies, mini horde, zombie tiger, zombie soldiers, and some more quick reminders about that. Then some people you're going to run into: a dying man, a terrified couple, pair of bandits, Trader Dell, hungry people, trapped Emily, gambler Kenny, the priest, gang of bandits, Captain Jack, Lulu, that's the dog, Mr. Smith and gang, Trader Arthur, Kathy the schoolgirl, and Bob the barman. Optional rules, frequently asked questions, fleeing, crossbow bolts, weapon durability, Lulu, another win goal option. Again, frequently asked questions. And then this is your character sheet. You fill out one of these. Here's your survivor's name, natural attack dice, melee weapon in your hands. You can only have one in each hand, maximum. And your attack die that you get. You can carry them, but you can't use all of them. Ranged weapon, ammo, attack dice. Again, ranged weapons. Over here, again, if it's a ranged weapon, let's say it's a shotgun, you may get 3 attack dice, but it's going to be loud or very loud, and you have to mark it in here. Food ration, medical kits, inventory, combat, scratch pad. Your health, you start off with 20 and you work your way down. Health, Lulu. Again, Lulu has attack dice. She has 6 wounds. And this is your counter. So you start off with 1. As you go day by day, you cross this off. To win, you hold out for rescue. You have to go a total of 4 weeks, or a total of 28 games you have to do. And then again, in the back here is a great game turn sequence, combat sequence. Remember to update your character sheet, useful page references, all that stuff you need to know. And in the back, we already read that and went over that. So that's your rule book. The rule book in total, it's a really fun game. It's a total of 31, 32, 33, 34 pages. Yep, 34 pages with a guide in the back. It's a very fun game. I actually played it. I played it 5 times. I survived once and was killed the other 4 times. So there's your rule book. There is your game board right here. And the game board's really, really actually very simple. Get your deck of cards, which I'll show you right here. So again, you have your cards. So you have a couple of intro cards here, which is location reminder. When you draw, you shuffle these back in. Location example, drawn card, main deck. Player decides to explore, drawing 2 more cards. Nor, and gives you some simple rules. Loud weapons, attack dice, stuck, legal, single target and spread weapons. It's all explained here. Again, for more information, you're going to go to thegrinningfrog.com. So again, these are 2 reminder cards. And then you have your regular 52 card playing deck. All the fronts are the same, or backs, depending on how you look at it. So again, there's that cool artwork, which is also found on the cover of the rulebook. And so here you are. So you get Bob Barman, who's a Joker. So again, everything's explained to you on the card. Slow moving cliche. He still has his tea towel hanging from his belt. He has a total of 6 wounds. He's got a 4 defense. He rolls 3 attack dice and they need a 5+ to hit him. Gruff smells of stale beer, but a steady fighter. He allows you to draw double the cards when at the pub and freely discard down to the normal number. He can redraw your cards when gambling with Gambler Kenny. When with him, you must make double the flee attempts normally required. You can choose to leave him behind after achieving the normal number of flee results. If you do, reshuffle his card and he attacks when he next appears. He will have 3 plus 1d3 wounds left. He normally eats 1 ration a day, but on a day that he's wounded, he eats 2. Then you have Kathy the Schoolgirl. Again, they're set up exactly the same way. Title, little background story, then gives you their stat line, and then what their traits are. Then again, all the spades are characters that you're going to fight. So you got a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Ace could be at the front, Ace, Queen, back. Depends on how you want to look at it. Okay. So again, 2, you get 2 zombies. 3, you get a pair of rabbits. 4, you get zombies. Again, all of them are set up exactly the same way. Title, little saying that goes with it, stat lines, and then special rules are down here. Zombies, pair of rabbits. Zombies, deer. Zombies, enraged bull. Zombies, tree of hungry dogs. Zombies, mini horde. So the mini horde, read that. Special must flee. However, due to the number of zombies, you must succeed at 2 flee attempts. They do not have to be consecutive. Each time you fail, you take 1d3 wounds, and you are still in the horde. Then you have the zombie horde, zombie tiger, and zombie soldiers, which are the toughest of the tough. Okay, so also here we have abandoned motorhome. These are locations: abandoned motorhome, pharmacy, barn. So it tells you right in here. So let's say we pulled the campsite. Pass by, you discard, you gain nothing. You throw it in a discard pile up here. If you want to enter briefly, you pull 1 more card. If you want to explore it, you have to draw 3 cards. You gain 2 food rations and 1 med kit for each club that is drawn. Especially, you gain a med kit. You find enough food for today. You do not reduce the food amount at the end of your turn. You have to use food every single day, and you have to use the food every day. Campsite, corner shop, church, car garage, supermarket, pub, restaurant, hospital, steelworks, police station. All right, so those are your diamonds. So diamonds are your locations. Spades are the characters that you're going to be fighting. Your jokers are special characters that you meet. Then you also have your spades. Your clubs. These are food, smoke grenade, crossbow bolts, red-handed machete, food, shotgun shells, food, medical supplies, crossbow, baseball bat, sword, double-barreled shotgun, which is loud. So it'll tell you right here the abilities, keywords: range, superior, spread, weapon, loud. All right, and the abilities are all down here. You got the grenade, which is also very loud. Okay, so those are your clubs. And then last but not least, you have your hearts, which are your characters that you will run into. So different scenarios that you're put into with a dying man. So it says here, game over for this chap. He begged for some meds to make the end easier. Especially, he's going to die in pain and anguish unless you use 1 med kit to ease his suffering. You either choose to do it or you choose to discard the card. Pair of bandits, terrified couple, Trader Dell, hungry people, Gambler Kenny, trapped family, priest, gang of rabbits, Captain Jack, Lulu, Mr. and Mrs. Smith and gang, Trader Arthur. So these are all the cards that are included in the deck, including your 2 instruction cards. You have your game mat, which is right here. You have the case that the cards came in. And you have your rule book. So there's your game mat. The different kinds of cards are here. Jokers, all your different kinds of cards right here. Including your 2 instruction cards. And your rule book. So this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Zlight, the solo zombie survival game. Brought to you by Stephen Hart. For more information, you're going to go to thegrinningfrog.com. Included in this unboxing was your core rulebook, which is here, which is about 36 pages long. I also purchased the special deck. So this way, the deck, you don't need the deck. It's an expansion. You don't need it because it's right here. You can use your regular set of deck cards with no pictures on them whatsoever. And all of a sudden, you just read the book. And these are the cards. You pull a 7 of hearts. This is the card that you would read in a normal deck. Here, it's all printed on the cards for you. That's why I picked it up. Just ease of the game. So again, it was Zlight, the solo rule book, your deck of cards, your 52 playing cards, including jokers, and 2 instruction cards. So it's actually 54 cards. And then this is your player mat that you use back here, which is really, really simple. So before I conclude this, I'm just going to show you a real quick hand of this game, which is simple. So you put this in here with this. I want to pull these out because those are not important. So I'm just going to take these cards, throw them together. Again, it may not be the best example because, again, I'm going to shuffle the deck of cards real quick. And so we don't know how it's going to show up. Shuffle them up as best I can real quick. Because I don't want to get too many of the same cards together, as you see. Okay, I'm going to show the deck again real quick for you. Okay, so here you have your deck of cards. Here they are. Again, you don't need to use these cards. You use any regular set of cards. So if I pull, that's my deck of cards. All right. The main deck goes here. You take your first card. It says it's a barn. So with this card, I get to choose. Do I want to discard it? If I don't want to use it, I take it. I throw it in here in my discard pile. But if I want to explore it, if I want to enter briefly, I'm going to draw 2 cards. You have a little asterisk. You got to read the asterisk. Gain 2 food rations for each of the clubs that are drawn. Or you want to explore it, you draw 3 additional cards. So we're going to explore it. So it says 3 cards. So then you see how you have 3 openings here. You take 3 additional cards. First card I pull are hungry people. So it gets resolved. First card, second card, third card. Hungry people go here. Pharmacy. Now you can't use this card, so we're going to put that to the side for now because so what I normally did was take this. Okay, and then I'll throw that card at the bottom and it'll get reshuffled into the deck when we get back down to that end. Next card. Again, like I said, I didn't want to get too many of these other cards, so I'm just going to pull a random card from the middle. Hope we don't get another diamond. Okay. It says baseball bat. That's going to be attributes. You get +2 attack dice. So you put that down here. And you pull a third card, which I'm just going to pull at random over here because I don't want to get too many of the same. You got a hospital, so you can't do it. You got to pull another card. Hopefully we'll get a spade so we can... And Trader Dell. So there you go. So that would be your first. So you resolve them from left to right. If you have to roll dice to obviously to fight and whatever you need to do, resolve the 3 cards. Ends of day 1, you cross it off on your player guide. I should say I crossed off on your player chart, what you have here. You need a character sheet, which is right there. So that would be your first day. You have to resolve first, second, third. Once these are done, these cards all get thrown into your discard pile. And this card goes into the discard pile. You mark off your week day 1 that goes. So it would go like this. You finish this, you finish this, you finish this, put this in your discard pile. Put this in your discard pile. Take off any wounds that you might have. If you have to have a ration of food, you have to do that, or you get another wound. And then whatchamacallit, if you picked anything up like the baseball bat, you would put that into your melee weapon, which is a hand. Your attack dice is 2+. You start off over here with a certain amount of attack. You have a natural attack, I think, of 2. You put your survivor name up there, and then you roll. So now you get 4 dice when rolling an attack versus whoever you're going to fight. And then that'd be the end of your day one. Then you flip over, next day, you flip over another card. Say now you run into some zombies. Does 8 count as a horde? So you have 8 zombies you have to fight. So you have to choose whether you want to fight them. You need you roll 4 dice, and you have to get a 5 or more to hurt them. Okay, they get 1 attack on you, but you get, because if you had the bat and that, you get wound up with 4 attacks. Nothing except nothing special here except you get to live, and that's cool, right? So there it is. Each zombie has 1 wound. So there's your spade that I was looking for. But anyway, the deck of cards with their instructions on them, the game mat, the rule book, and the box for your cards. This is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of the solo zombie survival game, Zlight, brought to you by Stephen Hart. Again, for more information, go to thegrinningfrog.com. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you can give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.